Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Have you ever wanted to learn about Canada? Thank you. The answer is no. No one wants to learn about Canada. But we're going to make you learn about Canada in our exciting game show. A bunch of things you probably didn't know about Canada. It's actually a really weird country.
It is.
So I hope you've all been studying. We're going to need 4 contestants from the audience.
There is actually prizes.
Yeah, we have so many great prizes. They're all Canadian. Okay, 1.
Oh, now everyone puts their hand up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now that there's options.
So 1. Oh, Waldo. Did anyone choose Waldo?
Yeah, sure, Waldo.
Okay, sure, Waldo.
Well,
Okay. Yes, you, sir, in the beard.
In the beard.
you, sir, with the beautiful beard.
With a beautiful lumberjack-like beard.
How about the
Come
girl
sit
waving her
down.
arms in the back? You're very enthusiastic.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, Canada, like Camelot, is a very silly place.
Yes.
So don't confuse us with America. It's rule number 1. Very
not
different.
American.
So let's go through and introduce our contestants. We don't have a mic, so you tell me what you want me to say, and I'll translate it into Canadian, okay? Okay. Okay, this is Victoria Tolovsky. Okay, Tolovson. Okay, you're now Victoria McCullum, because that's a very Canadian last name. Victoria McCullum, okay. You're going to be Alex McElliott, very Canadian, okay.
Mick. Why are they all mixed?
Dakota, you're Dakota Smith, okay. Oh, excellent. And you are?
Nikolai Johnson.
So you are going to be Nicholas Johnson. Okay, there we go.
Congratulations.
Yeah, now
so
we've
creative.
Canadianized our contestants, so now we can Canadianize the game. All right, contestants, we're going to be asked a series of questions, and we're going to go through and see where your answers are. Audience, you can help them out if you know the answer. Or even if you don't. If you want to mess with them, go ahead.
All questions are also multiple choice, so you have a 25% chance of at least getting it.
Yeah.
Just to make it a bit easier.
Okay. Which of these images has never appeared on a Canadian coin? A sailboat. B, a velociraptor. C, 3 stick children with melting faces holding hands. Or D, a lumberjack.
Okay. You guys have your answers?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start over here. What do you think?
Either B or C, but I'm gonna go with B.
B?
B,
A velociraptor.
has never appeared on a coin. Okay.
Alex?
I'm going with A.
A?
Sailboat.
A sailboat
Sailboat.
has never appeared on a coin.
Waldo?
A.
A sailboat. And Spiral?
C?
C, 3 stick children with melting faces holding hands.
My personal favorite.
You're all wrong. It was a lumberjack. As you can see, the Velociraptor Canadian $4 coin.
Yay!
I'm so disappointed in your lack of Canadian knowledge. You can also see the Canadian sailboat, dime or 10-cent coin, and the limited edition quarter that has 3 stick children with melting faces holding hands.
Yay! Everyone has 0. Good job.
It's going to be easy.
Okay, so we're starting off on an even playing field again. Don't worry, that was just a test. That was a trial. You'll do better next time, I promise. Why do Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving? Is it because of A, a failed attempt to find gold, B, joining of the natives and pilgrims, C, a good harvest, or D, the ending of the Ice Age?
All right.
Okay.
Think about it. Think about it.
Canadian Thanksgiving.
It's actually my favorite story.
Do you want to do the explanation on it?
The Canadian Thanksgiving is my
Okay.
favorite story.
Do you have your answer?
I'm gonna go with C.
C, good harvest.
I'm sticking with A.
A, that's
Failed
the
attempt
Attempt to
find
find gold.
B, joining of natives and pilgrims.
D?
The Ice Age.
My personal
What
favorite.
do you guys think? Answer.
D, C,
All right. The answer is a failed attempt to find gold.
yeah, 1 point. Congratulations. Okay, Courtney, you want to take this one?
So Canadian Thanksgiving, this is probably the most Canadian story you'll ever hear. So a bunch of people from the east side of Canada, like, we are going to find a passage to India to get gold and silk. East side of Canada, giant continent, India. Good plan. So they went up north, got lost forever, came back down. Like, did you find gold? No. Did you find fabric? No. Did you find a good passage? Oh, definitely not. But we're all okay.
We're
and so
all
that's
okay.
Canada Thanksgiving.
So you know how like the American like theme is just like, you gotta win, and we won that war. The Canadian saying is just like, we're all okay.
We tried.
Canada has a formal government plan for which of the following disasters? A, overpopulation, B, a meteor strike, C, a major earthquake, or D, a zombie apocalypse? D, what do we think? This
Your
one seems to be
answer?
pretty well
I
known.
think I've heard something about this, so I'm gonna go with D, zombie apocalypse.
D,
Okay.
okay.
B.
Meteor strike.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
D.
D, zombie apocalypse.
B.
Meteor strike.
Oh, split 50-50.
Split.
All right, let's see. D, zombie apocalypse. The government of Canada, so Canada as a country, is the only country to currently have a formalized legislation around what we do in case zombies attack. In fact, this quote is from our parliament, because they're so bored with nothing else to do, so instead they talk about zombies. This is our government's immigration plan concerning zombies, stating clearly that zombies will never have safe haven in Canada. If zombies from the US try to immigrate to Canada, we will not allow them in. And this is written in our code of government. You laugh now, but we're going to be safe from the zombie strike, because we've thought of this already.
If you look at any actually zombie movie and they show the red zone, Canada's always fine.
Yeah, we're good.
We're sweet.
So we have, I believe you got a point and Waldo got a point, because we're split
Yeah.
right down the middle.
So we're at
thank you.
1-1-1-0 because dragons being two actually serious questions.
Okay. How did Canada come to get its name? It was the surname of the explorer who discovered it, meaning the last name of the person who discovered it. B, it was derived from the meaning Great North. C, it was a translation error. Or D, it was Queen Elizabeth's prized stallion.
Dun, dun, dun.
C, C,
Dun, dun, dun.
C, B, C, B, A. A strong, hearty A from the audience. A.
I wanna go with B or D, but okay, D.
You're going with B. So derived from the meaning Great North.
C.
C, translation error.
C.
Translation error.
I take C too.
Translation error.
Okay, let's see.
Answer is translation error.
Do you want to take this one?
So in Canada, we have no shame. And we have these little segments as like Canada's history. And we reenact stupid things that we've done in history. It's great. It's all over television.
It's government funded.
Hey. So what happened was there was a very rich man from Europe. I believe it was England. And he came and they saw the natives. And they're like, oh, what's the name of this? And he pointed to like a little village. And the native said, oh, that's Canada. And Canada meant the word village. And so the very rich man is like, I speak fluently. And Canada is the name of this entire land. And there is another explorer, not very well known. He's like, actually, it means village. And the important man said, no, you are incorrect. And so that's why we're called Canada.
A translation error. In Newfoundland, which is a province in Canada, a goot is a boat, B, type of Canadian car, C, a boy, or D, an ugly cat. The word goot.
Goot.
C, C,
Goot, goot, goot.
C.
Yeah. We have a joke that Newfoundland has its own language. Because they do.
Yeah.
They're a
do-
special little place off to the east.
What do we think, contestants?
D.
D, an ugly cat.
I'm trying this German thing saying C.
C, a boy.
C.
C, a boy.
I'll take C.
C, a boy.
I think we just discovered that this might be derived from German. Our mistake. We're Canadian. Excuse us.
C, a boy.
A
A boy. Okay. Which of the following is not a Canadian town? Which of the following is not a Canadian town? A,
So 3 are.
A, Kissimmee. Kissimmee.
Kissimmee.
B, Balls Falls. C, Dildo. D, St. Louis Duhaha.
I like the fact that 3 of these are real.
Yeah.
Road trip.
What do we think, audience?
B. B.
A.
D,
D?
St. Louis do ha ha.
I'm doing B.
B, Balls Falls.
A.
A, Kissimmee.
I'll D.
D, St. Louis do ha ha.
The answer is Kissimmee. Kissimmee's actually in Florida, so it does exist too. Duhaha is in Quebec, the French-speaking part of our nation, so that's why it's stupid. Balls Falls is actually quite beautiful. It's in Ontario. I don't know why they named it Balls Falls, but they did. And Dildo is also in Ontario, and it's an actual town called Dildo.
Yay.
Yay.
I have not been following the score.
Waldo's winning.
Waldo's
Oh.
winning.
Yeah.
Good job, Waldo.
Well, he's been everywhere, so he should be winning.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
We should know the most.
Which superhero is Canadian? A, Wolverine. B, Thor. C, The Guardian. Or D, Deadpool.
A and D.
A. Wolverine.
Wolverine.
A.
Wolverine.
A.
Wolverine.
A.
Wolverine. That was an easy one, I guess.
Wolverine. Our greatest hero. Wolverine, the Canadian cultural staple food.
Yes.
I like how the one that everyone knew was the superhero one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bunch of
Not a
nerds.
fact.
Okay. Which one of these is not a Canadian? It's illegal to whistle in Petrolia, Ontario. It's illegal to build a big snowman in Saurus PEI. It's illegal to pretend to practice witchcraft in all of Canada. D, it's illegal to drink maple syrup and drive in Kelowna, British Columbia.
So 3 of these are real.
Yeah. One of these is not real. Which one is not real? D?
Do you have an answer?
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say B.
D.
B.
B?
B,
B?
yeah.
Okay. Building snowmans.
I kind of wanted to be C, but I'm saying A.
A. Whistle.
C.
C. Witchcraft.
I'll take D, whatever.
D. Maple syrup.
It is, in fact, not true that you can't drink maple syrup and drive in British Columbia, or we'd all be in prison, let's face it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that crap.
Driving down the streets, glugging
great.
maple syrup back. So it's illegal to build a big snowman. And PEI, you can't have a snowman above a certain size because it's considered a safety hazard. And it's illegal in all of Canada to pretend to practice witchcraft.
You can practice witchcraft.
You can practice witchcraft. You
Just don't
can't
pretend.
You just can't pretend. It's got to be real if you're doing it. So that's why all children pretending to be Harry Potter in Canada are thrown very quickly into prison. We can't have that in Canada.
No, that's
No.
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful to all the real people going to Hogwarts. What issue caused the most recent Canadian riots? A, high cost of living. B, the Toronto mayor's crack addiction. C, gangs of Canadian geese roaming the streets. Or D, losing a hockey game. Some mixed ones. DCB. DCB. Okay.
Losing a hockey game.
Losing a hockey game.
C.
C, gang of Canadian geese.
D.
D, losing a hockey game.
D.
Sorry, B or D?
D.
D, losing a hockey game.
Okay.
Da-na-na-na.
The answer is.
Losing a hockey game.
So, 2 years ago, after Vancouver lost the Stanley Cup final, which is like the big hockey final, instead of, being good losers, the entire city erupted into chaos. And people lit cars on fire, and people looted stores. And, for example, this man in particular is hugging his Go Canucks Go sign in front of a burning building. The entire city looked like a third world country in the middle of a war. The police were called in, tear gassed everyone, and chased them through the streets of Vancouver. And this was all because we lost a hockey game.
There is also a Facebook page. There's a Facebook page set up where pictures of the riots, and the police are like, tag your friends if you see them in the riot shots. It worked.
It did. Yeah,
We're very
we found a lot of
honest.
them. So we don't riot. We don't riot because you can't afford to live in Vancouver. We don't riot because of healthcare reasons. We don't riot for any reason other than if we lose a hockey game, so help us God. There will be hell to pay. Oh,
But geese are a problem.
Yeah, geese are a huge problem. So do you folks have Canadian geese here? Has anyone ever been physically assaulted by Canadian geese? Yeah. Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by Canadian geese. Most people in this room. We went to England where there are a bunch of Canadian geese, and they told us that it's now become an issue because the Canadian geese are assaulting the swans who live there naturally and taking over slowly. They are the worst version of Canadians. Don't judge us by our geese.
Oh.
Okay,
So
so
this
now,
is a bonus round.
Yeah, well,
What's our score right now?
we're through to the finals. I've forgotten. Contestants, does anyone know what your scores are? 2? Okay. Do you remember? Okay. A lot. 4 or 5? Okay. 4 or 5? Huh?
4.
4? Okay, a good solid 4. Okay. Audience, who do you think should go down into the final round? We do this by democracy because we're Canadian. Waldo goes? Okay. Waldo's. Who else is through? Applause. Applause. It's because he's a lumberjack. Applause.
Canadian colors.
Applause. Okay.
I think it's the 2 middle, I think.
I think it's the 2 in the middle. Okay, Lumberjack and Waldo. But we have prizes.
For the girl and dragon.
Okay, we have prizes for everyone who competed. Courtney, you want to explain these prizes?
All right. Here is Canadian currency. It's only chocolate because our money's worth nothing. You laugh, but it's true.
So our runners-up will
Enjoy
get.
Canadian
For
currency.
3rd place?
Yeah. Our runners-up will get. Yeah, you can get another one. This is authentic Canadian currency. Don't spend it all in one place because, let's be serious, you probably will. It's worth 0.01% of a kroner. So enjoy those. And we also have a prize for 3rd place. So 3rd place, I believe, was Nicholas. Okay, good old
very
Nicholas
confusing
Johnson
now.
on the end there. Nicholas, you will be receiving.
A lovely soccer football game.
Jenna, it's called soccer.
And, okay.
Soccer.
I don't know who knows what soccer is here.
Stop, not
Football.
football. Why would you
We
call it
call it
football? It's not like you
soccer.
play with your feet or anything. That doesn't make any sense. So you've won a soccer game, and you all get Canadian currency. All right. So we'll have our 2. We don't say losers in Canada. Instead, we say not winners. We'll say our not winners. Can you please leave the stage for our final round? A big round of
Thank you.
applause. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you 2. Now we get down to some serious business. Let's go over our prizes first. So the winner will receive a genuine bottle of Canadian, don't all gasp at once, I know it's really important. A genuine bottle of Canadian maple syrup. I know, right?
And
Right?
You will also be receiving our favorite game of all time, NHL. You will be receiving a hockey game. The highest Canadian honor that can be bestowed on a person is these two very things. If you are champion in war, you receive Canadian sports game, a hockey game, and a jar of maple syrup.
But if you lose in the game, we will come and riot at your house.
Yes. So be careful. This also comes with responsibility. Okay. And then our second place will get
lovely maple cookies.
Mr. Maple. It's like the Canadian Oreo.
Yeah. And Need for Speed Rivals.
Okay. Oh, and then we also have a lollipop, which we forgot to give away, but that's fine. Okay, guys. Final rounds. Our final round will be a pronunciation round. These two words on the board, if you would like to turn around, because I will not say them because that ruins the surprise of pronunciation.
This is sort of payback because we've been asked to say so many weird words, and then we're told the meanings very far later.
Yeah.
So we've been yelling very inappropriate things, and then we're told an hour later what we actually said to people.
Like I try to thank people, and I say tak. And then they say, you're saying roof. They say it differently. It's tak. And I'm like, it sounds the same. Thank you, or roof. Okay, so.
All right.
Yep,
So
let's
we're
do
going
it.
to start with the first one. Now, both of these are, well, the first one's actually a capital city. So every small child can say this name. It's, yeah. So would you like to give a crack at it, sir?
The first one.
I want to say it's kind of French, so Ikulu. Ikulu.
Ikulu?
Ikulu.
Ikulu? Ikulu.
Okay.
Igloo?
Give it a try.
Ikelut.
Ikalut.
Ikelut.
Ikalut. Okay. Okay, good. All right.
The proper. Some people actually can say it, the three of us. It's Iqaluit. It is the capital city of Nunavut. It's a province that was added in 2000, which is kind of random. They kind of just took one province, and they're like, you don't get this anymore. And they just like drew it in. Now it's like the biggest one of them all. We're like, where did you even come from? Nunavut?
None of it.
None of it, none of it.
Okay. So I think Waldo was a bit closer for that one. I think.
I don't know. I would say beard.
Okay. Then it's a no-win situation.
Well,
So.
good thing there's two of them.
Yep. So the
Yep.
second word. This one, even small children know. Like if you're 4 years old, you know how to say this word in Canada.
This is one of the names of our provinces. We only have 8 provinces and 3 territories.
Yep.
How about we start with Waldo this time?
Saskatchewan.
Okay.
Close.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, yeah.
Saskatchewan. You
Yeah.
both got it. Amazing. Fist bump. We have no tiebreaker.
Yes,
Oh,
we do. Courtney thought of a lovely
Okay,
question.
good.
Backstage.
Okay, go. With 50 seconds left.
All right. I don't know. Should I just do, I don't know what,
Multiple choice, 3 answers.
3 choice. Oh, I'm going to have to make up 2 on the spot. Oh, sweet nubbins. Okay. Question. One of these things was a statue in British Columbia. Within the last year, this was a giant statue that we had. Was it A, a giant lumberjack riding a moose? B, a giant naked Satan? Or C, a zombie eating a small child? Because remember, we are against zombies.
What do we think?
Eh?
You have an answer?
I'm doing the lumberjack.
You
Lumberjack.
gotta go with what you know, man. Yeah.
Lumberjack?
Waldo?
I'll go with C.
C. Zombie. No one got it.
It was a giant naked Satan.
Okay, now we're going to do a singing challenge.
We're
Oh,
overtime.
we're overtime.
How about another fun Canadian game of rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors, our national sport. Okay, it's not hockey. Okay, ready, set, go. Okay, there we go.
Good job.
Fittingly, our lumberjack wins.
There you go.
Oh, Canada,
Good job.
our home and native land. True patriot
It's really
love.
long.
That's all we have time for. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.